My name is Chris Heisgruber, and I'm the president of Princeton University, located in Princeton, New Jersey, in the United States. It's my pleasure to extend greetings to all of you who are participating in this YaLa Young Leaders Conference online. I join you in celebrating the work that YaLa has been doing over the past 5 years and in looking forward to the important work that you will be doing in the future. As an educator and a university leader, I am convinced that the world's future and the future of your region depend upon education and on bridging the barriers that separate people. YaLa is an innovative leadership organization in taking advantage of new technology to do exactly that. I send you my best wishes for this conference and for the important work that lies ahead as you strive for prosperity, mutual understanding, and peace in your region of the world. Good luck.
I'm very sorry I cannot be with you physically, but I would like to make some comments that you'll see in video. And they have to do with peace in the Middle East and the ways it can be achieved. Because if you had asked me 10, maybe 20 years ago, how this would evolve, I would have told you the internet. The internet would have made the world a more integrated place. We would have understood each other better, and that nationalism would basically erode because of connectivity. Well, that hasn't really happened, and it will happen someday, but at the moment it's created not so much isolation, but a nationalism and sort of a grouping of people which can only probably be solved with something as simple yet complex as intermarriage, or sort of getting people to move around the world. So what I would encourage you to do at your meeting is not only achieve peace through understanding and sharing it across the borders of the Middle East, but try and persuade your friends to spend more time with other cultures and actually to really intermarry. And if we did that worldwide, we'd see a much more peaceful world. Thank you very much.
My warm regards to the YaLa Young Leaders. I'm Professor Muhammad Sulaiman Dejani Dawoodi from Jerusalem. I'm the founder of the Wasatiyya Middle Path movement, and I'm the Western Fellow at the Washington Institute for Near East Policy. I would like to congratulate you on your achievements, and I think that what you are doing is very important, basically because it comes in the midst of conflict. You are working for peace and reconciliation in midst of conflict, and this is a big challenge to face. And I congratulate you for having chosen this path. Never apologize for doing the right thing. Always do the right thing and never apologize for doing it. Always take a stand when you feel you should take a stand in the right cause. And I hope that the future will bring peace. We have inherited this conflict from our grandparents, and it is our duty and our responsibility to actually work for peace so that our grandchildren will live in reconciliation, coexistence, and harmony. Good luck in your efforts, and I wish you all the best. And God bless you.
Hi, my name is Dan Shapiro, and I'm founder and director of the Harvard International Negotiation Program. Years back, I worked during the war in Yugoslavia. I was in my late teens, and this was my first direct contact with war and its impact. People losing their parents, their brothers, their sisters, and it deeply affected me. I worked in a refugee camp for kids, and I remember the sign that hung right as you walked in that refugee camp, and the sign, it read, "We are the future, we want the present." That sign sticks in my head to this day. And I think about all of you. People often call you the next generation, but that's not how I see it. You are the present generation, and your voices are critical to the cause of peace. Since my time in Yugoslavia, the focus of my research has been on how to deal with the emotional and the identity-based dimensions of conflict, the guts of conflict, the frustration, the resentment, the trauma that drives so much of what actually happens in these conflict situations. A peace agreement is no more than a piece of paper. Real peace comes through transforming the way people understand one another. It's not political transformation alone, it's emotional transformation that's needed to allow ultimate peace to come about. And that's why I am so enthused by the work of YaLa. You hold the power to better appreciate each other's perspectives, to say no to the past of conflict and misunderstanding, and to say yes to trying to better understand and hear and value each other's perspectives, so you ultimately can live not in a state of war, but a place of peace. It's you, the generation watching this video, who holds the key to a more peaceful MENA. So I encourage you to use that power to transform the region, to transform your relationships with each other, as you can, and as I hope you will.
Hello, I'm Tariq Ramadan. I just want to start by congratulating YaLa's member for all what they have been doing and their dedication towards peace and justice and human dignity. And while the topic of the coming year is about hope and about building a future of peace, I think it's very important to start by saying that hope is not just to sit down and to hope about a better future. Your hopes have the meaning of your dedications to justice and serving humanity. So realistic hopes, and we should keep hoping about a better future. But where we have to start is to be dedicated and to be committed and to be active and proactive with people. And this is why from hope to building and constructing a future of peace, it's important to get the conditions of peace. And the starting point has to do with equality. Talk about black, white people, Arabs, Asian people, equality. Whatever your religion, we are equal. Whatever your social status, we are equal. This equal dignity, which is part of even the Islamic message that we find in all the other traditions, in the philosophies, in the Greek tradition, in Hinduism, in Buddhism, in Judaism, in Christianity. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي آدَمَ. We give dignity to human beings. So this equal dignity. And then with dignity, what we need is also to be treated in a just way, in an equal way, in a just way, respecting the dignity of every one of us, men and women, because it also has to do with equality between men and women. And then with social justice, we also need, and we need to understand that it's not only about value, it's a process, and there is a critical notion here. There will be no justice if there is no education. We have to educate ourselves towards mastering ourselves, managing our relationship with our fellow human beings, and to be committed to justice, to solidarity, to serving humanity through a deep and ongoing process of education. So once again, I want to congratulate YaLa members for all what they have been doing. As you can feel, I'm one of yours, and supporting with my words, with my presence, but also with the work that I have been doing for the last 30 years. This is the way. Being demanding with human beings and with oneself, and at the same time promoting peace for everybody. Peace be with you.
Back in 2012, at YaLa's first online conference, we asked you, the members of the YaLa movement, what we could do to help empower you as the future leaders of the region. The response was overwhelmingly education, so together with our partners, universities and institutions across the United States and around the world, we created the YaLa Online Academy, which has helped to train you and more than 1,700 young Israelis, Palestinians, Syrians, Moroccans, Egyptians, Tunisians, and so many more across the region. We went from our pilot program, based on the Coursera courses of Princeton, Stanford, Vanderbilt, as well as the U.S. Institute of Peace, to creating our own unique online training programs based on practitioner lectures in peacemaking, citizen journalism, and new media. All along the way, we've learned from you and with you, developing a unique model of how online education can be a tool for fostering interaction, dialogue, exchange, and understanding among you and your peers from different cultures, religions, countries, and backgrounds all across the region. These experiences and increased abilities in communication, creativity, collaboration, and critical thinking are among the skills that the 21st century demands, and we are committed to helping you continue to cultivate these capacities in our alumni online networks and activities. So thank you to all of you who have studied with us, and to our advisory board chaired by Harvard President Emeritus Professor Larry Summers, as well as our fantastic partners who have been on this exciting learning journey with us. And if you haven't joined us yet, we look forward to welcoming you. So please visit www.yalaacademy.org. Thank you.
online courses, a series of lectures given by experts in journalism and in social media.
You get taught by some of the best journalists around the world via videos they made especially for this YaLa program.
It is for everybody. Everybody, as long as you have the will and the intention to make a change in the region. As long as you are willing to speak up, to raise your voice, and maybe speak on behalf of those who don't have voices or are voiceless in the region.
Program, it's free, it's online, and it's for everyone. You don't have to hold any degree in journalism or in communication. You just need to have the passion and the interest in reporting events which are happening.
There are lectures every 2 weeks. There's an assignment that accompanies every lecture. So it's very flexible, it's very manageable, and in case you guys have any problems with doing assignments or attending lectures, you can simply contact one of the organizers. Actually, it doesn't even feel like an assignment because it's very enjoyable.
The good thing about this program is that it doesn't require you to stop living and just do that. It's really good. It's really possible to incorporate it into your daily life.
This program is very, very inspiring and truly amazing for me. It has taught me many things related to social activism, using social media sites such as Twitter, Facebook, blogs such as Tumblr, WordPress, but also photojournalism and other websites that are very, very useful.
For me, it was the last push I needed to start my own blog. I am right now building my own website where I will share my views and stories on Palestine and Israel.
It's given me tools and techniques, not only for writing and for storytelling, but also for using social media in a way that will allow me to share my message with as large an audience as possible.
I would say go for it.
So I really recommend it for all those who sit at home and really care about what's going on around them and really want to make an influence or have something to say. Gave me a lot of not only tools and techniques, but meeting other people who are feeling the same as you and are going through the same stuff is really empowering to do this together.
Information you get throughout the course is absolutely relevant if you want to become a citizen journalist or a blogger. It feels good to meet people who have completely different backgrounds from yours, but who all want the same thing that you do, which is peaceful coexistence. I really enjoyed this program, and I definitely think that you should sign up.
How technology actually succeeded to link us and also create a real community of and a network of activists who are fostering dialogue in the MENA region, Middle East and North Africa. Thank you.
It is not just technology. It is deep feeling of interconnectedness with people dedicated to peace all over the globe.
Shalom and salam to everyone. This is Taha from Tunisia. It has been almost 1 year since I completed the citizen journalism program with YaLa, and basically I participated in two programs, MENA Leaders for Change, which was the very first training I've ever took in my life.
Hi, I'm Renan. I'm an alumni of the MENA Leaders for Change program.
Dear YaLas, greetings from the sunny Amman. My name is Deanna. I was a student at the 2015 fall semester in citizen journalism at YaLa Academy. The program really helped me in finding and developing my own voice in writing.
Hi, my name is Ahuda Toon. I'm a Jerusalem-born jazz musician. I participated in YaLa Young Leaders program and in YaLa Citizen Journalist program. Both programs influenced me a lot, especially meeting like-minded people from both the Israeli side and the Palestinian side and having a chance to discuss some issues with them. And those are really friendships that some of them really lasted.
I shared that amazing experience with so many talented and ambitious young journalists and writers from the region. Since the end of the program, I was able to write for several European youth publications, and I've covered a range of topics in culture, current affairs, and minorities in the Middle East. It's been an unforgettable journey. Thank you all so much for every little thing we shared together.
After the program, I was really inspired, so I started a program that's called Internal Compass Jerusalem. Internal Compass Jerusalem is a series of workshops and masterclasses of musicians from all around the world that are happening in Jerusalem, right between East and West, and bring youth together around this idea of improvised music. I think improvised music is an awesome way to get to know the other, whatever this other may be. And we're almost closing 1 year with Internal Compass. Check us out at www.internalcompassmusic.com.
Since then, I participated in many other workshops of YaLa, such as the citizen journalism and photography. These programs gave me the tools and knowledge that helped me out in other peace initiatives, such as Peace Now and One Voice, and even helping in Meretz, the political party, in their peace initiative.
And let's say since then, a lot of things has changed. I became more active in Tunisia, in NGOs like Amnesty International, the Tunisian section, working on abolishing death penalty and advocating for human rights. And also I'm part in Young Leaders of Tunis with Search for Common Ground. As well, we are taking care of our little newborn YaLa Tunisian chapter. We did a lot of exciting stuff, and we are hoping to grow more and to grow our community in Tunisia. Also, I've been part last summer in the Muslim Jewish Conference, which was a very interesting event for me because you get to meet more people with very big perspective about what it would be like this world if we work out our conflicts and our problems. So good news is that I'm moving to the United States for America for a scholarship in like 3 months. It was basically indirectly thanks to YaLa because I got really engaged in community service thanks to YaLa, because I got to meet a lot of interesting Tunisian people during my first training in Jordan, and I worked a lot here, and I tried to be more active in my country. Also, I write a lot of blogs lately for YaLa Press, for Huffington Post. I got published twice, yay! And what else? Anyway, good luck, YaLa, and keep it up with the good work. You're really inspiring, and we love you.